Aleksandr, Leonid, Keien, a rover originally from Cantaore and now from, who knows, maybe your kingdom next week. Heave ho, Glashton, go, tug the ferry to and fro. Heave ho, Glashton, go, down to the river below. Back and forth in the barley broom, to and fro we haul away. Glashton revel in the silken gloom, to and fro we haul away. Send your smiling shadow down, haul away, to call the dancing Glashton down, Glashton, haul away. Heave ho, Glashton, go, tug the ferry to and fro. Heave ho, Glashton, go, down to the river below. Gain adventure, give a little grief, to and fro we haul away. Dark cool waters are toil and relief, to and fro we haul away. Lads, this tea will never do, haul away. Tears to turn these waters blue, Glashton, haul away. Heave ho, Glashton, go, tug the ferry to and fro. Heave ho, Glashton, go, down to the river below. When the tide came calling, where were you? When the tide comes calling, there is nothing you can do. Haul away, haul away, haul away, haul away, haul away, haul away. Heave ho, Glashton, go, tug the ferry to and fro. Heave ho, child must go, down to the river below. All of trade and sacred trust, haul away. Wings all bound so none can cross, haul away. Never more than one or two, haul away. Tears to turn these waters blue, Glashton, haul away. Heave ho, Glashton, go, tug the ferry to and fro. Heave ho, you must go, down to the river below. Haul away, haul away, haul away, haul away, haul
So, it pertains the tale of a young Welshman. Dark and handsome, as most Welshmen are. This fellow had an odd name, particularly since he was a hero of great renown and strength. His name was Culhwch, which meant pigpen. Not a very good name for a hero. But we are told that he had an auspicious start to life. His mother, Culhwch Brightday, had been a dainty, sweet, lovely noblewoman, married to a Welsh lord. But on the occasion of her first pregnancy, Culhwch, rounded as women do, but at one point started to behave very strangely. This woman started to paw for acorns in the forest and make grunting noises. Everyone looked at her and she says, "Oh, excuse me." But it got worse, and eventually Culhwch Brightday simply behaved as a swine in the forest and could not be induced to come back to her true form. Culhwch was carefully kept aside, and any visitors were kindly turned away from her strange madness. But on the day that she brought forth her first son, she, scratching about in the pig pen, had her child, stood up as a woman, looked down at herself, looked at this poor human babe amongst the piglets and went, "Ah, pigs!" And her husband took her back into the castle. And so it was that Culhwch regained her wits, and there was no further madness in her life, but her son was destined for great things. He had the power of a boar. He was very strong. He grew up fleet of foot and powerful of arm. And Culhwch received a prophecy from an old hag in the forest. This old hag said, "You are destined to wed the most beautiful girl in Wales. This girl, Olwen Whitetrack, is the daughter of a giant, a huge, cruel, evil man. Culhwch is beautiful, and wherever she walks, these white flowers burst to life in her footsteps, hence her name. And you, my dear boy, you shall be the one to defeat her father. The day that Olwen weds is the day Ysbyddaden, the chief giant, shall die." Now, this was a good prophecy for Culhwch, but it was not a good prophecy for Olwen. She had grown to womanhood alone, shut away by her horrible father, for Ysbyddaden had no desire to see the wedding day that would see his death. Culhwch decided to go to his cousin, Arthur, High King, powerful, full... Nice.
Very full. And
his hall full of heroes. And so it was that Culhwch, with the assistance of the Knights of the Round Table, did make that prophecy come true. Culhwch, son of Culhwch, a nobleman of Wales, was counselled by his mother to seek Olwen as a bride. Fair Olwen, only daughter of the giant Ysbyddaden, who would never let her marry, for when she wed he'd die. Fum-dum-diddly-um-dee-dum die, fum-dum-diddly-um die. So Culhwch and companions went. So Culhwch went to Arthur, his kinsman and his cousin, and asked for aid in seeking fairest Olwen for his bride. And Arthur's knights, they joined him, Kay, Bedivere, and Gawain, with Merlin the magician and Cynthilig as their guide. And so they travelled onward to the lands of Ysbyddaden, where they came upon his castle, and they rode their steeds inside. "Chief Giant," shouted Culhwch to the monster king before him, "I have come for fairest Olwen, that your daughter be my bride." "Before you have my daughter, bring me Mabon, son of Modron. He was taken from his mother even as his lips first cried." "Oh, a mystery," said Culhwch. "I know that I can do so, though you think it be not easy," said good Culhwch to the giant, as he called his knights to ride. Fum-dum-diddly-um-dee-dum-die, fum-dum-diddly-um-die. So they sought the ancient wisdom of the blackbird of Kilgree. They asked him, "Know ye Mabon, stolen from his mother's side?" Well, the bird showed them an anvil that his beak had rendered small, but he said, "Though I am ancient, there are older hearts than I." So they found the stag of Ravenfree, who stood beside a stump, and they asked him, "Know ye Mabon, stolen from his mother's side?" "Well, this oak was once a sapling, rooted first when I was young, but I'm not the oldest animal," the graceful stag replied. So on the party travelled to the Eagle of Gwernabwy, and they asked him, "Know ye Mabon, stolen from his mother's side?" The Eagle showed a pebble that was once a mountain high, but he said, "Despite this evidence, one goes more deep than I." So they travelled to the water and the salmon of Linloo, and they asked him, "Know ye Mabon, stolen from his mother's side?" "Oh, indeed, I've heard his wailing in his prison all these years, and for Arthur's faith and honour his companions I will guide. Fum-dum-diddly-um-dee-dum-die, fum-dum-diddly-um-die." And so the salmon led them up the river to a tower where they heard the lamentations of a prisoner inside. But the stonework of the castle couldn't stand before their army maiden pledged his life to Arthur. Homeward all did ride, so Culhwch and companion went to speed to see the giant with elation in their hearts and lost maiden at their side. And they severed off the head of that tyrant Ysbaddaden, and that was how good Culhwch won fair Olwen for his bride. Oh, that was how good Culhwch won fair Olwen for his bride. Oh, fum dum diddly dee dum die, fum dum diddly die.
I'm Ceol, and we're from La Familia Gladiatoria, just down the road a little ways. We have often walked by your camp, usually too early in the morning, wearing too much armor, and just marveled at the beauty of this encampment, and we are so honored to be here and be welcomed so graciously into your home, so thank you.
This is a song about home.
This is a song about missing home. I think it's an experience that we've all kind of had at one point in our lives, and for you, we'd like to perform Caledonia. If you know it, please sing along.
I don't know if you can see the changes that have come over me in these last few days. I've been afraid that I might drift away. So I've been telling old stories, singing songs that make me think about where I came from, and that's the reason why I seem so far away today. And let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. For if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had.
I have moved and kept on moving, proved the points that I needed proving, lost the friends that I needed losing, found others on the way. I've kissed the ladies and left them crying, stolen dreams, yes, there's no denying. I have traveled hard, sometimes with conscience flying, somewhere with the wind. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. But if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had.
Now I'm sitting here before the fire, the empty room, the forest choir, the flames that couldn't get any higher. Well, they've withered now, they've gone. But I'm steady thinking, my way is clear, and I know what I will do tomorrow. When the hands have shaken and the kisses flown, well, I will disappear. And let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home.
For if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had. Let me tell you that I love you, that I think about you all the time. Caledonia, you're calling me, now I'm going home. For if I should become a stranger, know that it would make me more than sad. Caledonia's been everything I've ever had.
Andreas!
Andreas! You know, despite my best efforts, I've never actually learned all the words of this song. I'll give it a go. If you're up for it. Hearken to me, there's a tale I would tell you of love and of battle, of sorrow and grief, the deeds of a king and the valor of comrades, the favor of gods and the fate of a thief. Felled were her guardsmen like wrought wood in winter, who trampled earth, spoke of how well they fought. As each man lay lifeless, I knelt and I swore that the sacrifice given would not be for naught. I heeded not warnings of rain and of thunder. I heed not the cries of my own panicked mare. I heed not the tides that would tear us asunder. For her I dare. Sunk in a tree was a silver-chased dagger, carved in the fashion of far Barbary. Hung from its blade was the pirate's demand for a ransom in gold that Our Lady go free. I am the blade, but by her I am tempered. Strong in her love, I've a deed to perform. Set well our sails in the wake of the pirates. They are the shadow, but I am the storm. I heed not the warnings of rain and of thunder. Heed not the darkness, I will not despair. I heed not the tides that would tear us asunder. For her I dare. We put to the ocean in the swiftest of vessels to sail on the Mediterranean Sea. But too light our ships for the winds of the gale and the torrents of rain lashing mercilessly. Mercy, I cried to the god of the ocean. I spoke of the beauty my lady possessed, and how like the god's own graceful daughter she seemed, and I offered my faith for his aid in my quest. The thunder clouds parted, the sun lit the heavens, the sea turned to glass as we sighted our prey. With winds now behind us, we measured the distance. Soon their ships lay but a few leagues away. Now to your weapons, my men and companions. Now for this perfidy they shall atone. Leave not a man standing, leave not a man of the pirate's crew standing. The head of its captain I claim as my own. I heed not the warnings of rain and of thunder. I heed not the fury of bloody corsair. I heed not the tides that would tear us asunder. For her I dare. Now bright were the banners, and loud were the cheers. The morning my lady returned to my hall, and bright is the temple I caused to be raised to the god and his power who heeded my call. Of love and of battle, of sorrow and grief, of valor and favor, my tale I have told. The wisdom you hear from the lips of a king, no deed done for love can be counted too bold. I heeded not darkness, nor rain, nor the thunder. And any who doubt me, be wise and beware. No force under heaven shall tear us asunder. For her I dared.
I will give you a song I'm working on. It is a new lyrics to a fairly familiar tune to some of you. And it's go, boys, go. They'll take your every breath. And every day they're in this place. We're 2 days nearer death. So we go. I'm a son of Scotland, and what follows is no lie. I live and breathe beneath beneath the gaze of the cursed English eye. There's suffering all around me, and war is in the air. Remember well each Scot rebel, and let our rage start there. And we go, boys, go. They'll take your every breath, and every day they're in this place is 2 days nearer death. So we go. Berwick's river flowed with blood for 2 days without fail. For Longshanks slaughtered women and child, but never did he pale. He took our stone of destiny, the black root and the crown. But courage now, this solemn vow will put him in the ground. And it's go, boys, go. They'll take your very breath, and every day they're in this place is 2 days nearer death. So we go. As guardian, Wallace stoked the fight. As guardian, Wallace stoked the fire in our veins. And princes fought with sword and spear to be the English bane. Our Scottish lands and family will no more slave away. No broken backs to feed their tax, we'll make those bastards pay. And it's go, boys, go. They take your every breath, and every day they're in this place is 2 days nearer death. So we go. We are the sons of Scotland, we will make our stand right here. We'll watch those cowards run away, we'll revel in their fear. The ground will shake with our charge and roaring battle cry. At Bannockburn the tide will work. At Bannockburn the tide will turn, let Ryan. At Bannockburn the tide will turn, let Lion rampant fly. And it's go, boys, go. Take their every breath. And every day they're in this place is 2 days nearer death. And we go, boys, go. They'll take our very breath. And every day they're in this place is 2 days nearer death. And we go.
My name is Keien. I'm from Silver Oak.
Yay!
Woo!
Thanks for hosting all of us shenanigans.
You have to thank His Excellency. So.
We're gonna get used to that eventually, aren't we?
No, it's more of a jab at him, but far over the misty mountains cold, to dungeons deep and caverns old, we must away ere break of day to seek our pale enchanted gold. The doors of yore made mighty spells, while hammers fell like ringing bells in places deep where dark things sleep, in hallowed halls beat the fells, for ancient kings and elvish lords, their many a gleaming golden hoard, they're shaped and wrought, and light they caught to hide gems on hilts of swords, on silver necklaces they are strung. The flowing stars on crowns they're hung, the dragon's fire on tryst twisted wire. They mesh the lights of moon and sun. Far over the misty mountains cold, to dungeons deep and caverns old, we must away ere break of day, to claim our long forgotten gold.
My name is Dierdra of Midrealm. I have been privileged to witness witty stories, beautiful songs, meaningful memories, and legends that shall be told of great surprises. So I wish to add my own song to the mix. This is the song of yearning and sorrow between two sisters. Fate has been cruel and order unkind. How can I send you away? The blame was my own, the punishment yours, the harmony silent today. But into the stillness I'll bring you a song, and thereby your company keep, till your tired eyes and my lullabies have carried you softly to sleep. Once did a lady who shone like the sun looked out on her kingdom and sighed. She smiled and she said, surely there is no lady so lovely and so well beloved as I. So great was her reign, so brilliant her glory, that long was the shadow she cast, which fell dark upon her young sister she loved, and grew only darker as days and nights passed. Soon did that lady take notice that others did not give her sister her due, and neither had she loved her as she deserved. She watched as her sister's unhappiness grew. But such is the way of the limelight, it sweetly takes over the mind of its host. And that foolish lady did nothing to stop the destruction of one who had needed her most. Lullaby, princess, good night, sister mine. Rest now in moonlight's embrace. Carry my lullaby, wings of the earth, through cloud and through sky and through space. Carry the peace and the stillness of night, and carry my sorrow in kind. Luna, your love so much more than you know. May troubles be far from your mind, and forgive me for being so blind.
Covered in dirt and mud, aching and spitting blood, cursing you start to rise and groan. Muffled and yet to come, mutters of battle drums. Werewolves don't usually walk alone. Think on the battle cost, this time the wolf has lost, beaten and broken and blind. Better beware, my lord, Better prepare, my lord, I was the least of my kind. Crying my dagger cold, out of my fingers hold, pause to take stock, reflect, and rue. Look on the damage done by a single one. What do you think a full pack can do? Think on the battle cost, this time the wolf has lost, beaten and broken and blind. Better beware, my lord, better prepare, my lord, I was the least of my kind. Careless, I came by chance, joining the battle's dance, lost in a slain in a fight I could not win. Far off a wolf pack hears, heads turn with pricking ears. Thought you, my lord, that I had no kin. Think on the battle cost, this time the wolf is lost, beaten and broken and blind. Better beware, my lord, better prepare, my lord, I was the least of my kind.
Brown a zigzag around her face, and look at how surprised, like a fox caught in the headlights, there was animal in her eyes. She said, young man, oh can't you see, I'm not the factory kind. You don't take me out of here, I'll surely lose my mind. She was a rare thing, fine as a beeswing, so fine that I might crush her where she lay. She was a lost child, she was running wild. She said, as long as there's no price on love, I'll stay. Wouldn't want me any other way. We bust around the market towns, Pickford Town and Kent. We got tank lamps and pots and knives wherever we went. And I said that we might settle down, get a few acres dug, fire burning on the hearth and babies on the rug. She said, oh man, you foolish man, it surely sounds like hell. Might be, Lord, I have the will, but you'll not own me as well. She was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, so fine a breath of wind might blow her away. She was a lost child, she was running wild. She said, as long as there's no price on love, I'll stay. You wouldn't want me any other way. We were coming down the Gow one time, luck was pretty good. She thought we shouldn't wait for the frost, and I thought maybe we should. We were drinking on those days, timbers reached a pitch. Like a fool I let her on with a rambling edge. Last I heard she's sleeping rough, back on the Derby beat, my horse in her hair pocket and a wolfhound at her feet. They say she even married once a man named Romany Brown, or even a gypsy caravan was soon settling down. They say a flower's faded now, my brother and hard booze. Maybe that's just the price you pay for the chains you refuse. She was a rare thing, fine as a bee's wing, and I miss her more than ever words could say. If I could only taste all of the wildness now, if I could hold her in my arms today, well, I wouldn't want her any other way.
mother's child curses too loud and too often. My mother's child laughs too hard and too low, and howls at the moon, and sleeps in ditches, and clumsily raises her voice in this song. I am my mother's savage daughter, the one who runs barefoot, cursing sharp stones. I am my mother's savage daughter. I will not cut my hair. I will not lower my voice. We all are brought forth out of darkness and water, brought into this world through blood and through pain, and deep in our bones the old songs are waiting, so sing them with voices of thunder and rain. We are our mother's savage daughters, the ones who run barefoot, cursing sharp stones. We are our mother's savage daughters. We will not cut our hair. We will not lower our. We are our mother's savage daughters, the ones who run barefoot, cursing sharp stones. We are our mother's savage daughters. We will not cut our hair. We will not lower our voices.
All right, here's I Will Row. Feel free to sing along if you so wish. Climb aboard, lash your shields to the flanks. 20 strong, a mighty horde. Together we leave our river banks. Our fields are sown, the time for planting is done. We'll leave behind all we know. The summer raids have now begun. I will row, I will row, I will row to a land I've never seen before. I will row. The rains rage into our path. Thor beats his hammer upon our mast. Is he proud or full of wrath? This night may just be our last. I refuse. We will glide through the waves. Salt stings my eyes as life I choose. I will not let Aegir dig my grave. I will row, I will row, I will row through the lightning and the thunderstorms. I will row. Think of the gold we'll earn by axes and swords. Our wealth will fill all our holds. One day we'll be as rich as dwarves. If I die, it will be by the blade. With Valkyries I will fly. With the glory from the summer raids, I will row, I will row, I will row. I'll take my place in Valhalla. I will row. Look ahead. We have found a strange new land. Its people will be filled with dread. Once they see what we have planned, disembark. Take your shields from the flanks. 20 strong will leave our mark. Once we take these river banks, we will row, we will row, we will row. Together we are unstoppable. We will row. We will row, we will row, we will row. Together we are unstoppable. We will row, we will row, we will row, we will row, we will row.
and I live for the spear dance, and my blood pounded hot as a summer's hard sun. Thoughts then were bold ones of women and war fields, and glory and prowess upon either one. It was a grey morning, in rain I had risen, I let my horse lead me to drink at a stream. As we drew near it, I could hear someone singing a song full of glory, full of ravens and steel. Stood as if rooted, and I drank in the fine sounds. All the gold in the world could not move me away. Instead I strode closer to glimpse a song singer, and as I gazed on her, my breath fell away. She sang as she bathed all lithe as a salmon, all clothed only in what the gods made. Her skin pale as glaciers, her eyes gold as amber, and her hair gleamed as red as a new-blooded blade. As her song ended, she turned and she saw me. She smiled like she knew me, as pleased I was there. She rose and stepped toward me, clad just in cool water, and I went to her, I was a young man. I woke with the noon sun, and I woke up smiling. I looked for my lover, but I was alone. My horse she had taken, but where he'd been tethered, a fine leaf-blade spear leaned like black ice it shone. Now that spear served me greatly through the long years I've had it. Its light was the last light full many men knew. My kinsmen joke often, my spear is bewitched, and I have no answer, but my word fame has grown. Enough years have passed now to turn my beard silver. Once again I'm in service to a man who'd be king. As a part of his war band I stand on the war field with my spear and my kinsmen, and I hear the heroes sing. How long it goes on past that first ringing shield clash. A moment, a lifetime, no man can fair say. Just the thunder of the steel song and the screams of the dying and the stink of the blood while weird works its way. But it's odd now how this time through the killing and the dying I can hear someone singing a half-recalled song. And I listen and smile as I feed my spear's hunger, and the singing grows clearer and sweeter and strong. Now how each man's death comes is only as important as how each man meets it when it comes for him. And I meet mine fighting a foe of the Westlands. My spear finds his heart as his own blade bites me. I fall to my knees in the blood of my banesmen. The fight rages round us, though silently now. Except for the singing, I can hear it full clearly, a song full of glory, full of ravens and steel. A touch on my shoulder, my eyes fly open. I am not dead yet, though the ravens draw near. I look into eyes as gold as the eagle's, see hair flowing red as the blood on my spear. She smiles as she sees me so fiercely, so fondly. She speaks my name in a voice filled with light. She cradles my head in her arms as I lie there. My last heart blood spills, stains her swan coat of white. Now again I'm a young man, and I live for the spear dance, and my blood runs as hot as the gods' oldest war. And when Ragnarok comes, I will fight it beside them, with my spear and my shield made to Valhalla's own door.
Lords and ladies, last night the muse came upon me whilst I was in a drunken stupor. Now here's the thing. When the muse comes upon someone like Cedar, then you get a song of glory. When the muse falls upon someone like Michael Kelly,
he gets crushed.
But when the muse falls upon me, you get this shite. Let's bring it up to here. Right there, yes. As you crawl to the Porta Castle, as you've done many nights before, you'll find find some kind soul has decided to hang a light above the door. A light above the door, me lads. A light above the door. You'll find some kind soul has decided to hang a light above the door. And when you get drunk in the bogs and you're about ready to hit the floor, you'll still find the Porta Castle by that light above the door. By the light above the door, me lads. By the light above the door. You'll still find the Porta Castle by the light above the door. And when you've had your fill of whiskey, approximately 15 score, you'll still be able to aim by the light above the door. By the light above the door, me lads. By the light above the door. You'll still be able to aim by the light above the door. And if you will find you a lassie or laddie, that type you absolutely adore, you'll still be able to see their tits by the light above the door. By the light above the door, me lads. By the light above the door. Oh, their ass will look so beautiful by the light above the door. Because you know there are people who use it for that. And if you didn't, you know now. And when your mate is drunk and is sickly, and they let out a terrible roar, their vomit makes interesting shadows by the light above the door. Yes, the light above the door, me lads. The light above the door. Their vomit makes interesting shadows. You know, like those Indian stick puppets? By the light above the door.
Winter falls all around us, a joyless chill is the wind. I long for the days of green and gold when life anew begins. I am the lord of the forest, all creatures are my domain. I share their strength and wanderlust, but so too all is our pain. Fresh in my mind lives the day when I first saw these lands. Hill and dale, maple and oak, whisper of tales from when time began. That young river flowed in my heart and twilight made it race. The quiet of storms, the stretch at dawn, held me strong in their embrace. Yet closer still they drew me. I felt every hunt deep within. The need for death and life the same in circles of my kin. And as the seasons ran onward, I didn't seem to age. My ivory coat grew and shed, but never would it fade. Then one day a song rang out, beauty in word and tone. A king it was who called us near, but ne'er would he take a crown or a throne. He spoke with beast and prey alike, and gave them voices all. As old eyes fell at last to me, I knew why I heard the woodlands call. He told me, noble creature, silent will you always be, for balancing this realm is yours to seek eternally. You are the lord of this forest, all creatures are your domain. You'll share their strength and wanderlust, so too all is your pain. Foreign creatures stood by, though they had earned his scorn. Evil had followed along their path, and into our land a shadow was born. Yet our king took pity then on the one he called a boy, who'd come in search of a cure to bring back his mother's life and joy. To my surprise he gifted an apple magic and rare. The king sent them home, then turned to answer me with care. You think it unnatural that hers is the life I would save, but one day he'll send back kings and queens to repay all I gave. Ages passed before we saw this winter without end. Snow doesn't melt, so animals leave to find the food on which they depend. Without fail I keep my watch beneath these sleeping trees, till each doe and bear returns, my heart remains ill at ease. Despair not from my story, nor trials that I have withstood. Seek hope and you will find me, the stag of the Narnian wood. I am the lord of this forest, without life in my domain. There's no more strength, just wanderlust under the White Witch's reign.
Well, we got slimy boots, and we got slimy socks. We got a slimy cup inside our slimy jocks. And in our heads we must have slimy rocks. But this ain't vacation, this is war. Well, we got armor plating on our head. The merchant called it steel, but I'm sure that it's lead. And in half an hour we're gonna be dead. But this ain't vacation, this is war. But we got songs for singing and helms for ringing, tales for telling and tents for dwelling, swords for killing and ladies for thrilling. Oh my God, that is so incorrect. Hooray! And ain't that what it for? But boom, we got slimy boots and we got slimy socks. I got a slimy cup inside my slimy jock. And in our heads we must have slimy rocks. This ain't vacation, this is war.
Time and time again I wander through the wood. I never really worried whether or not I really should. I tracked the trails of game with my bow strung at my side. It was on a morning hunt when I gained an unlikely ally. The leaves from the trees had fallen upon the ground. Carefully I went, determined to make no sound. It was on a passing breeze that I heard a mournful cry. I ran in that direction, though I'm not very sure I know why. I came upon a clearing, an arrow knocked on my bow. There before my eyes was a great formidable foe. A pregnant red mare was leaned upon a tree. She huffed, she brayed, she spat. She laid her large eyes upon me. She let out a painful shriek, the mare she could barely stand. Down I set my bow and extended a soothing hand. The mare she stomped the ground and shook me to my soul. Her breathing was distressed. It was time that she drop her foal. She crumbled to the ground and heaved an angry sigh. I strengthened my resolve and I hurried to her side. I whispered in her ear and I gently stroked her mane. She watched me warily until her sweet son came. When first I saw the foal, I found myself afeard. He was an oddity, an eight-legged horse so queer. His fur was charcoal black, his eyes were milky white. The mare nuzzled him proudly. Enchanted was I by the sight. With a snort of great effort, she pushed herself to stand. She reared up and whinnied an echo across the land. She grew taller and taller and taller and taller and towered over me, no longer a mare, now the form of Loki. His long and wild hair shone red in the rising sun. I knew the scarred lips, I knew the silver tongue. I froze where I knelt, I could hardly believe my eyes. But the god stepped up beside me, and he smiled to my surprise. It is strange to have a friend, the trickster said to me. I thank you for your care, I swear to let you be. For the rest of your days, I promise you need not fear to hear the name of Loki, nor his eight-legged son slip near. The foal he shuffled closer, laying his head in Loki's lap. I watched the god of mischief, I waited for the trap. With a gentle twist of Cedar, the foal was bright and clean. There was love in Loki's eyes, a sight no one had ever seen. I kissed the foal goodbye and stroked his silken coat. He pranced after his mother, a whinny in his throat. The god he smiled at him and together they disappeared. 'Twas the last I saw of Loki, and his eight-legged son slipped near. Be alert and be fair when wandering in the wood. One day you might be standing where I once stood. Take away what you will from the strange tale of mine, but you never really know what is more than meets the eye.
I am Leaf of House Silver Oak.
I am Beatrix of House Silver Oak.
Okay. You start both of them, so.
Drink for the wind blows cold, and drink for the wolf runs free. Drink to the ships with the sails like wings, and drink to the storm-tossed sea. Drink to the lasting night, and those who warm our beds. Drink to the mead that warms our hearts, and the sails that clears our heads. Drink to the old Father's life, for Odin's sons are we. Drink to the wood tree where he hung, that warms our mystery. Drink to the truth of stream, all Father's love that falls like rain. Drink to the winter's golden world tree where our kinsmen slain. Drink to the glory tree, where a man embraces death. Thank the gods that we live at all with joyous dying breath. Drink to the glory, drink to the roof where a man embraces death. Drink to the ships with the sails like wings, for Odin's sons are we. Captain, oh Captain, there's trouble I fear. From over the hillside an army's appeared. The castle's surrounded for more than a mile, and it looks like they're planning to stay for a while.
Keep the gate bolted, our banner on high, and caution the sentries to keep a sharp eye. The men of this castle are sturdy and tough. We're loyal and brave when the going is rough.
Captain, oh Captain, there's trouble I fear. Our walls still stand firm, but I see no help near. The storerooms are empty down to the bare rock, and the cook has just roasted your favorite hog.
Keep the gate bolted, our banner on high, and spice well my goshawk that ne'er more shall fly. The men of this castle are sturdy and tough. We're loyal and brave when the going is rough.
Captain, oh Captain, there's trouble I fear. The siege still continues, our peril is clear. For though we have weapons in plenty, it's true, the last of the rats has been made into stew.
Keep the gate bolted, our banner on high. We will not surrender, though death may be nigh. The men of this castle are sturdy and tough. We're loyal and brave when the going is rough.
Captain, oh Captain, there's trouble I fear. The brewers just told me we've run out of beer.
Lower the drawbridge, let them do their worst. We're loyal and brave, except when we thirst.
Indeed. Lords and ladies, this is a song that is on our new CD, which I have written.
Not exactly,
What?
period.
New CD, you say?
How much? How much?
For $10.
Yeah.
Oh, good for big film.
No pressure. I'll edit it for you. Jeez. Oh man, I just realized what he was doing.
I was just the age of 16 when I first went on the drive. After 6 months on labor, at home I did arrive. I courted with a pretty girl, 'twas her caused me to mourn. Now I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. I'll eat when I am hungry and I'll drink when I am dry. Get drunk whenever I'm ready, get sober by and by. And if this river don't drown me, 'tis down me to roam. For I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. I'll build a lonesome castle upon some mountain high, where she can sit and view me as I go passing by. Where she can sit and view me as I go marching on. For I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. I'll eat when I am hungry and I'll drink when I am dry. Get drunk whenever I'm ready, get sober by and by. And if this river drown me, 'tis down me to roam. For I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. When I am old and feeble and in my sickness lie, just wrap me up in a blanket and lay me down to die. Just get a little bluebird to sing for me alone. For I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. I'll eat when I am hungry and I'll drink when I am dry. Get drunk whenever I'm ready, get sober by and by. And if this river don't drown me, 'tis down on me to roam. For I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. I'll eat when I am hungry and I'll drink when I am dry. Get drunk whenever I'm ready, get sober by and by. And if this river don't drown me, 'tis down on me to roam. For I'm a river driver and I'm far away from home. For I'm a river driver and I'm far away from
Mistress Sandra of Loch Rayburn and Sergiato de Giovanni. They wrote this song many, many years ago, and it is called Ansteoran Warriors. Ansteoran warriors, come call your brothers near. Trimaran hordes are coming forth, the battle day is near. Warriors, grab your swords and blades, begin your battle cries. For if you fight as one, you'll stand, but stand alone, you'll die. Our hearts are full of courage, our thoughts are on your king. And as you march upon the field, we will hear you sing. Ansteoran warriors, come call your brothers near. The Marin hordes are coming forth, the battle day is near. Warriors, grab your swords and blades, defend your battle cries. For if you fight as one, you'll stand, but stand alone, you'll die. Your hearts are full of courage, your thoughts are on your king. And as you march upon the field, we will hear you sing. We'll face our foe and we'll never yield. Today the black star shines o'er Ansteoran shields. We'll face our foe and we'll never yield. Today the black star shines o'er Ansteoran shields. Knights of Ansteor, ride, prepare for mighty deeds. You will hear their thundering hooves as they charge out on their steeds. Lances on their shield tops, swords across their thighs, striking down their enemies like lightning from the skies. Their hearts are full of courage, their thoughts are on your king. And as they charge upon the field, you will hear them sing. We'll face our foemen, we'll never yield. Today the black star shines o'er Ansteoran shields. We'll face our foemen, we'll never yield. Today the black star shines o'er Ansteoran shields. Come forth, ye king of black and gold, with star upon your brow. Knights and warriors stand with you, let all fulfill their vow. We have swords to follow you upon a bended knee. Now you must save our land and home, lead us to victory. Your heart is full of courage, you are our mighty king. And as you stride upon the field, we will help you sing. We'll face our foemen, we'll never yield. Today the black star shines o'er Ansteoran shields. We'll face our foemen, we'll never yield. Today the black star shines o'er Ansteoran shields.
Our actions and words will determine our worth. A lesson I've learned since the day of my birth. With my sword and my people, think what we'll create. Long ago I thought I accepted my fate. Don't you remember? The north was our mother, the cold was our father. Behind the shield wall our blood it burned hotter. We'd fight for glory and treasures untold. We thought if we were lucky we'd never grow old. The gods are who I stand for, in them I do believe. I fear you don't remember, for a new god you received. You call my path the old way, to you the gods are lost. Once we prayed to faces, but now you pray to a cross. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You are the only one that I can trust. My shield brother, my lover, my friend. I'd raid heaven to see you again. I'd ask Odin his wisdom, I'd borrow Freya's cloak. I'd plead a trick from Loki, beg the use of Thor's two goats. I'd sip the mead of poetry, I'd climb old Yggdrasil. I'd do anything to see you, I'd be willing to make a deal. Somehow I'd find a way up to the golden gates, a scourge of sin upon that sacred place. Your Peter's voice would ring out loud and clear. Please be gone, you do not belong here. Neither side will give up, I've never felt so lost. Still I pray to faces, still you pray to a cross. I don't know if it's right, and I don't know if it's true. All I know is I care about you. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You are the only one that I can trust. My shield brother, my lover, my friend. I'd raid heaven to see you again. Ashes to ashes, dust to dust. You are the only one that I can trust. My shield brother, my lover, my friend. Should I follow you to heaven?
Cold wind on the harbor and rain on the road, wet promise of winter brings recourse to cold. There's fire in the blood and a fog umbrella o'er, the giant will rise with the moon. It's the same ancient fever in the Isles of the Blessed that our fathers took with them when they went west. The blood of the druids that never will rest. The giant will rise with the moon. So crash the glass down, move with the tide, young friends. No whiskey are burning inside. Crash the glass down, Bingle will rise with the moon. In inclement weather the people are fey, 3,000 year stories as night slips away. Remembering Bingle feels not far away, the giant will rise with the moon. The winds In the north there'll be new moon tonight, and we have no circle to dance in its side. So grab a torch, bring the bottle, and build the fire high. The giant will rise with the moon, so crash the glass down. Move with the tide, young friends, no whiskey are burning inside. Crash the glass down, Fingal will rise with the moon. On the harbour and rain on the road, where promise of winter brings recourse to cold. There's fire in the blood and a fog umbrador. The giant will rise with the moon, so crash a glass down. Move with the tide, young friends, no whiskey are burning inside. Crash a glass down, Fingal will rise with the moon. Not quite enough breath for the moon.
Lords and ladies, a song that I did not write, a song that I will say that I've inherited it, and yeah, here it goes. Sing, O muse, of how the Jews migrated to this place, and how the force of history has creolized the race. Our modest disposition is burdened by the weight of European history and epic Jewish fate. The story of a people who, displaced from ancient lands, became the slaves of Greece and Rome and Gaul's marauding lands, who planted little languages all along the Rhine, with stiff-necked customs that defy the test of time. They don't eat this, they won't wear that. Invite them in, they always wear their hats. Worse, they refuse to recognize the one true God in his earthly guise. Das Volk, was hat einmal verrückt, Jehud und Shabron. Es wandert ist die Welt dadurch und Land und davon. Mit Sennen kein Zigeinen, nicht Cholile, nicht gedacht. Nicht da, nicht dort, nicht weil kein jeden mitten ins Depakt. Behäst ein unser Heim, aber alles schön wie gar. Was lässt sich breiten Battle zwischen Handel und Terror? Die Schussen unserer Arbeit, das ist auszuschreiten zwei. Hab ich ihnen hinten Seite, haben bleiben ihr getrei. Sie ist Treib und Zwe und Schatten ist Leu. Wir meiden aus dem Weg von Gei. Tragen mir die Hit bei euch im Haus. Kein Covid geben mir nicht ab dem Jois. Oh, sing a muse of how it was decided we should do all the work the Goyim weren't allowed. Leave it to the Jew. We lent attentions to the princes who we sought to please, and went among the peasants to collect the royal fees. Men hat was hosten as we saw in the Revelations call. Von dem was Christen taught nicht, I was es Rabbi's Frau. Bei Christen nehmen wir Prozent und senden Nasachane. Und Männen ab bei Keurin was Wein and beef and twain. We did not cultivate our gardens, we did not grow fruits. We handled rent and dickered all along the trading routes. The princely's men, the New World slaves, have we got stuff to sell? We are the middlemen of Europe's great medieval hell. Wir hätten nicht kein Geld mehr abpflanzen, kein Gewächs. Wir hatten mit Bardic, didn't es wird an die Fix. Sie machen es da, sie machen das Schlaf bei uns von Deutschland aus. Wir sind ein Konzernmeister von ein reiches Handelhaus. Wir sind ein Konzernmeister von ein reiches Handelhaus.
Don't you put a thing in the middle?
No, I don't put a pause.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Can I be the thing in the middle? I'm kidding.
Get in line, Cedar, get in line.
Taking a number of images.
By the glow of the kerosene light.
so peaceful as she went to her rest by the glow of the kerosene light, by the glow of the kerosene light. Then as now, the times they were hard. To succeed you would try all your might, and sometimes love bloomed, and sometimes dreams died by the glow of the kerosene light, by the glow of the kerosene light, by the glow of the kerosene light, by the glow of the kerosene light.
But I ask you, sing along with me. Ho, Valhalla, 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 solve textanda.
Valhalla,
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 Fjär skulle dig vad råder begär, och av fader daga hinne snåta.
Valhalla,
Ho, Valhalla, ho, Valhalla, ho, Valhalla, ho, Valhalla. Finda 100 durar och av fjörun tør hostau, ikke bare hulvera. 800 dener gånga Cedar ved, dörren paugar och ver, här medvet nya vägar. Solve textanda, solve vägra gullivedra. Solve vägra gullivedra. Fjär skulle dig vad råder ho, Valhalla, ho, Valhalla, ho, Valhalla, ho, Valhalla, ho, Valhalla, ho, Valhalla, ho, Valhalla.
To the window, my love, listen well, can you hear it? Beckoning you is the voice that has haunted your dreams. Leave here the cross made of rowan, you're guided by spirits. Surely you'll find what you're seeking outside by the stream. Feel the wind cut sharp through your dress, nothing you can hide that I can't caress. Come away, love, have I a name? Call me Will. Feel the wind cut sharp through your dress, nothing you can hide that I can't caress. Come away, hey love, have I a name? Call me Will. Come across the bridge, follow Will, he can see that you're raking. Most wouldn't notice, they'd say you're a wisp of a girl. Will loves a wisp and he knows when she's ready for taking. See how his song makes you dance as you smile and you twirl. Like the river pulled ever on, you'll have walked so far when they know you're gone that they may, love, never track you down the hill. Like the river who'll ever run? You'll have walked so far, and they know you're gone, that they may, love, never track you down the hill. See not the rags that I wear, nor the leaves in my hair, love will lead you on through the night by the sparks in his eyes. Deep through the woods, just a bit further on, and we're there, love. Will has prepared a delight, and for you a surprise. You are fire, burning within, all the heat you hold in that tender skin might allay, love. Some of my hearts I see chill. You are fire, burning within, all the heat you hold in that tender skin might allay, love. Some of my hearts I see chill. Take a few steps in the mire and you'll feel yourself sinking. Will stops the fear in your eyes with a languorous kiss. Child, did you not heed my warnings? Oh, what were you thinking? No, you're not thinking at all. Will has wrapped you in bliss. Into earth I'll take you at last, and I'll own you all, and I'll hold you fast. For unfair love, just close your eyes and be still. Into earth I'll take you at last, and I'll own you all, and I'll hold you fast. For unfair love, will of the wisp, call me Will.
What was the actual verse?
I'll divide, I'll divide.
No, that's the next one.
Oh, you're right.
And the wind, high and low. I shall die, the young captain did cry. I don't have that maid on the shore, shore. I don't have that maid on the shore. I have lots of silver, I have lots of gold, have lots of costly ware. I'll divide with my jolly ship's crew. Hello me that maid on the shore. Hello me that maid on the shore.
After much convincing, they brought her up board. Let the wind blow high and blow low. They placed her away to his cabin below. Here's a dude to all sorrow and care. Here's a dude to all sorrow and care. They replaced her away to his cabin below. Let the wind blow high and blow low. She's so pretty and sweet, she's so neat and complete. She's sung captain and sailors to sleep, sleep, sleep. She's sung captain and sailors to sleep. She robbed them of silver, she robbed them of gold, she robbed them of all costly ware. And she took it broadsword instead of it all. And she paddled her way to the shore, shore. And she paddled her way to the shore.
Well, me men must be crazy, me men must be mad, men must be deep in despair. But to lose you away from the cabin so near, and to paddle your way the shore, 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 and paddle your way to the shore.
Your man was not crazy, your man was not mad, your man was not deep in despair. I deluded your sailors as well as yourself. Once again, I'm the maid on the shore, shore, shore. Once again, I'm the maid on the shore. There is a young maiden, she lives all alone. She lives all alone on the shore. There is nothing she can find but a comfort of mine. Just to roam all alone on the shore, shore, shore. But to roam all alone on the shore.
Story of Tristan and Isolde. Raise your hand if you're familiar. Excellent. So, star-crossed lovers, he goes across the sea and he marries someone else who looks very much like Isolde. And this is a song from his wife's perspective. Isolde of the White Hand, widow yet maid, no woman of God by cruel fate betrayed. I married a man, was his wife for 9 years, a night aptly named for sorrow and tears. So Tristan, my husband, not a hand on me laid. Before he loved me, he loved a fair maid. Called Isolde of Ireland, my likeness and name. Her gold hair and blue eyes, I'm told, are the same. My husband loved deeply, bravely and true. 'Twas not me he loved, oh Isolde, but you. Isolde of Ireland, my bane and my strife. Though we've never met, know that you take my life. The sun seeks the night and waves seek the shore. My knife seeks my heart, I'll cry nevermore. Isolde on the White Hand was the flower of the court. Many a man who passed through this port did seek out my favour with words honey sweet, but not one among them I fancied did meet, till Tristan of Cornwall, so solemn and grave, handsome and pious and courtly and brave. Many maids sought him, and he'd have none but me. I foolishly saw this high flattery, but when we were wedded I soon learned my curse. He wanted one hand, but 'twas not mine, 'twas yours. Isolde of Ireland, my bane and my strife. Though we've never met, know that you take my life. As sun seeks the night and waves seek the shore, my knife seeks my heart, I'll cry nevermore. Isolde of the White Hand was Sir Tristan's wife, but never a comfort was I in his life. For as he lay dying in sorrow and grief, 'twas you that he wrote to beg for relief. For love crossed the ocean on sails of snow white. If you come not, send sails black as the night. I stood on the shoreline, saw your white sails come in. But may God forgive, 'twas not what I told him. I told him of black sails in hopes he'd be free, free of your memory, free to love me. Isolde of Ireland, my bane and my strife. Though we've never met, know that you take my life. As sun seeks the night and waves seek the shore, my knife seeks my heart, I'll cry nevermore. Isolde of the White Hand, and fortune's fell foe, for no love on me did my Tristan bestow. He drew forth a dagger and plunged through his heart, just as your feet on our shores did embark. And Tristan, he's dying in his blood at my feet, so I fear love's reunion will be bittersweet. I to a convent of God must now flee, for of this dark lie I can never be free. Oh, great is a love that is worth a man's life. Woe be the day 'twas not for his wife.
This song is by the Bedlam Bards, it's not mine. A fierce one-eyed man named Baron the Bon, a meaner pirate never was known, and he sailed on the Dark Lady. A ship strong and sound with a perilous crew, where high on the mast the skull and bones flew fleet and swift, was the Dark Lady. And every night the Baron would drink a toast and say, here's to your lovely lady host, my one true love.
Hear, hear.
The crew replied, and the Dark Lady sighed. A rich Spanish galleon was spotted one night. The Dark Lady's crew prepared for a fight, clash of swords. No Spaniard survived it, except for a maiden with dark eyes so bold, found in the hole with the jewels and gold. Le Bon laughed and took her for ransom. And every night the Baron would drink a toast and say, here's to our lovely lady host, my one true love.
Hear, hear.
The crew replied, and the Dark Lady sighed. The girl Carlotta was a beauty quite rare. With each passing day, Le Bon couldn't bear his poor heart, so barren and empty. He knew his loneliness fueled his ire, but she filled his heart and soul with the fire. He proclaimed that they would marry. That night the captain drank with jubilee and said, here's to my lovely bride to be, my one true love.
Hear, hear.
The crew replied, and the Dark Lady cried. The following night a storm brewed at sea. The Dark Lady saw her chance to be free of her rival, the beauty Carlotta. The ship steered herself straight into the gale, and a wave swept the maiden right over the rail. Sweet revenge on an unfaithful lover. That night the lady drank a toast and said, here's to your lovely lady host, your one true love. No voices replied, and the Dark Lady smiled. Now any night when a storm fills the sky, they say a ghost ship sails in its side, fleet and swift is the Dark Lady. A ship strong and sound with a perilous crew, where high on the mast the skull and bones flew, and the captain gazes out to sea. And every night the Baron must drink a toast and say, here's to my lovely lady host, my one true love.
Hear, hear.
The ghost crew replies, and the Dark Lady smiles.
where like an stream sings lullaby. There grows a lily fair. The twilight's gleam is in her eye. The night is on her hair. And like a lovesick land, she has my heart in thrall. Nor life I owe, nor liberty, for love is Lord of all. Her father sails a running barge twixt Leabiad and the Drime, and on that lonely river marge she clears the hearth for him. When she was only very high, her gentle mother died, but do love keeps her memory green on the lagan side. And often when the beetle's horn hath lulled the eve to sleep, I steal unto her shieling lorn, and through the dooring peep, there on the cricket singing stone, she spares the bogwood fire, and hums in sad, sweet undertone the songs of heart's desire. Her welcome like her love for me is from her heart within. Her warm kisses felicity that knows no taint of sin. And when I turn my foot to go, 'tis leaving love and light to feel the wind of longing blow from out the dark of night, where lagan stream sings lullaby. There grows a lily fair. The twilight's gleam is in her eye. The night is on her hair. And like a lovesick lan, she has my heart in thrall. Nor life I owe, nor liberty, for love is Lord of all. For love is Lord of all.
Here's a song about a seer who may not live a good life. Who goes there? I know you're there. Come into my abode. I suspect you have questions to ask of me. They always do. Stones and bones, stones and bones. Ask if you will be wealthy. Do the gods favor you? Ask me of your family. Will you bear many sons? You have so many questions, but ask me just the one, so I can read your stones and bones, stones and bones. They'll tell me what your future holds, future holds. You have too many questions. Come back another time. You must learn to listen. These rules are not all mine. I see what the gods allow me to see, and say what they allow me to say. If I say too much, punished I'll be. Stones and bones, stones and bones. I answered your one question. Are you not satisfied? I told you what the gods told me. What have I to hide? It's the way of prophecy, to make no sense until it has passed. So don't blame me when you don't heed the stones and bones, stones and bones. They tell you what your future holds, future holds. You say, look a little further. Answer just one more. What's the worst that could happen? You don't know what I've endured. It's the way of prophecy. I clawed out my own eyes. Still I can see the horrors that the gods show to me. I'm doomed to read the stones and bones, stones and bones, when they tell me what the future holds. Doomed to read what the future holds, future holds. Damned to read the stones and bones, stones and bones, stones and bones. Who goes there?